Thursday night baseball on the show as we join you from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Seattle Mariners and the Kansas City Royals. Two potential X factors in this series right there. The first game is coming up. Nate Carnes will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, H?
Well, what we've seen in baseball is the pitchers are dominating, and the strikeout is the big thing. He's averaging just under a strikeout an inning, so he fits right in the category with his peers. He's got dominating stuff. He can go after hitters when he needs to, and I'm looking to watch him execute and really walk out of here with another dominating performance.
Come on now, get your pitch up there, kid. Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Harold Reynolds, we look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
And he chased it in the dirt. Perez corrals it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Runners are down in order. Digging in to try it again, Steve DeVanzo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Nobody out, runner on first. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Ready for another chance. Steve DeVanzo. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. To short. Escobar has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steve DeVanzo. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. And good for him. Steve DeVanzo has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least 1.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Salvador Perez.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
I know it's getting late in the game, but that is a big leadoff hit. Maybe now they can start to close that gap.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Steve Devanzo. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here. Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Another 0-2 coming. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So I think say I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
This one wraps up as a 10-8 final. Evan Scribner wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Nate Carnes allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Edwin Diaz earns the save out of the bullpen, his 22nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 10 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base.
MLB The Show has Saturday Night Baseball from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Tonight it's the 3rd of this 4-game weekend series. Into the box now, Steve Devanzo. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. And here's a look at the...
Well, Matt, this team does not strike out a whole lot. They put the ball in play, and they rely on putting pressure on the other team. And if you make a mistake, they're going to capitalize. But their game is pressure, put the ball in play.
Steve Devanzo tries to square here, but he misses strike 1.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up. Stay through it. Let's go.
0-1, here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here. Craven comes up with it, and he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. Left for Seattle. Striding in once again, Steve Devanzo comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And it clears the stands. Wow, that landed on the patio out there. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it gives the M's a 4-2 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Steve Devanzo We'll stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going.
Like a big dog, right time. Come on, big guy.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Hey, they teach kids the same thing they teach pros here. When the ball is coming in tight like that, you don't open yourself up to it. You turn your back and absorb the blow. The thunk sounds a lot worse than it hurts it. At least that's what they say.
Now he'll step off.
Hey, get your pitch and drive it right here. Hey, come on now, big dog.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Now a ground ball for Moustakas. This might be 2. To Gordon for 1. Back to first, but it's right over his... Ready once again, Steve DeVanzo comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage. What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get... And tonight's final, 7-3. Jerry Blevins wins his 4th game out of... Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas. Stepping into the box, Steve DeVanzo. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. These Royals, Harold Reynolds, entering play here this afternoon. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Well, Matt, you talk about an uphill battle and bad timing. You're playing poorly, and you turn around on the schedule, and look who you're facing. You're facing their best pitcher. You're facing the ace. It's going to take a full team effort, and you're going to need a little luck in this one to win it.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
At the plate, Matt Adams. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely.
Rip it up.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Moustakas. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Mike Moustakas.
They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. A play at the plate. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man. Digging in to try it again, Steve DeVanzo. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
Well, you make in-game adjustments, right, Matt? I mean, they've had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
Designated hitter,
Come on,
Matt
baby. See
Adams.
it, drive it. Let's
Now
go.
a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there.
Come on, big guy. Stay your pitch, huh?
Now he'll step off. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. And he'll step off.
Hey, here we go, here we go.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. The tag's there by Escobar, and he's out at second base. In is Jorge Soler. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Fielder, Jorge.
Now here's the pitch.
Soler.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Cano has it, but the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. Digging in and looking for more, Steve DeVanzo. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Bunt attempt with 2 outs. And a flip to the second baseman covering, and that's that. Striding in once again, Mike Moustakas. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Bounce to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready for another shot now, Steve DeVanzo. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together. Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
And he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, get the pitch and drive it, huh? Lasers all day.
The 0-2 delivery. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Drive it right here.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Dribbled up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Mariners leave a couple. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready once again, Hunter Dozier. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
The 0-1 on its way. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. DeVanzo ranging into the outfield. 1 out.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win. They're hoping to build on that now.
6-1 the final tally today. Tom Kohler. We are just a couple of miles from the Capitol building at beautiful Nationals Park into the box now. Steve DeVanzo. He's coming off a 3-hit ball game in Sunday's series finale. First pitch on its way. And he just misses with a curveball. Harold, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff. I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win. Well, if that's any sign of the type of game he's going to have, he's throwing the ball well. Right there, that's a good fastball. It's late swing, and we're in the first inning. That's a good sign. All things are looking good for him right now.
Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. 1-2. Here it comes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full, 3-2. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Matt, my man, Rusty Valentine. I just like saying the name, Rusty Valentine. Okay, I'm supposed to talk about what he calls. Look, he's a little accurate on the corners. He's not going to give you much, but he's accurate. But if you go up and down, you might get some calls. Well, that's not how you write it up. You swing the pitch out of the zone, you usually pop it up or hit a ground ball. But this time, he got the base hit.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's currently tied for second place on the team in home runs.
Kyle Seager.
Get your pitch. Stay high.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and a big swing there by Seager as he gets a hold of one high and deep onto right field. Gone! A 2-run home run off the bat of Kyle Seager. Number 23 for him thus far. And the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steve DeVanzo.
Steve DeVanzo.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
2 outs, bases empty, and I got one of my power guys at the plate. This is where you let it fly right here. Give me a home run or a double. Give me some kind of extra base hit.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And that means the inning stays alive with 2 away for Kyle Seager.
Another hit, another multi-hit game. He has been on some kind of hot streak. They better start paying attention to him.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Kyle Seager. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. 0-2, here it comes. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here. Digging in to try it again, Robinson Cano. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Robinson Cano.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right there.
Here's a fly ball now lifted in the air out to right. Harper has a read on it. And the inning is over. Mariners striding in once again, Steve DeVanzo. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
DeVanzo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Both teams with 6 hits so far.
Let it fly. Let's go right here. Get your pitch. Drive it. Ball.
That misses. 2-0.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Pitch on the way. A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike 2.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Kyle Seager would be next if they can keep this inning alive.
Baby. See it. Drive it. Let's go.
Now here it comes. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here in the side. Ready for another chance. Steve DeVanzo. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
All right, one time right here, kid.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul.
They have a rip like you can. Here we go.
And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. 8-4 tonight. Steven Strasburg gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Washington Nationals. 8 runs on 12 hits.
Afternoon baseball now from the banks of the Anacostia River in Nationals Park here in Washington. Today, the finale of this quick. Joe Ross will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, I was impressed with him. Last game, he earned the W. And I mean that because he pitched through it, pitched into the 7th inning, and got the win for the team. Some guys don't work quite as hard as he did, but he earned that W.
Batting third, first baseman.
So coming to the plate, Steve DeVanzo. first chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. HR, these Nationals, as they take the field here today, well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball. 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, this is a really good club. I mean, here we are the second half of the year. They're already leading the division, but now they're starting to open up a lead. It looks like it's almost like the quarter horse that you know is going to win this race, and he starts to pour it on to embarrass everybody. They're smelling the finish line right now.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Digging in for his second at-bat, Steve DeVanzo. He'll match up now with Joe Ross to lead off the inning. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Second baseman.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Murphy.
This is on the ground over to first. DeVanzo scoops it up, and an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout. Ready for another chance. Steve DeVanzo 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Hey, that's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge him. Here's Melky Cabrera. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Melky Cabrera.
Ready with the 0-2. Now a bunt. Here. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Matt Wieters.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bryce Harper. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 1 for 2. Now here's the pitch. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Digging in once again, Steve DeVanzo. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive. Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Emilio Bonifacio.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Great job today.